The Seeker's Lamp Podcast. Season 1, Episode 20. Nazarites in the Bible. In the Bible, the term Nazarite refers to individuals who took a sacred vow to dedicate themselves to God's service. This article will delve into the concept of Nazarites in the Bible, exploring their significance, the famous figures who undertook the Nazarite vow, and the lessons we can learn from their commitment to God's calling. Understanding the Nazarite vow. The Nazarite vow was a voluntary commitment undertaken by individuals who wanted to consecrate themselves to God for a specific period. It involved abstaining from certain activities and practices, including refraining from cutting one's hair, avoiding contact with the dead, and abstaining from wine or any grape-related products. The vow symbolized a heightened level of devotion and separation to God. Nazarites in the Old Testament. Throughout the Old Testament, we encounter several notable Nazarites who played significant roles in God's plan. One such figure is Samson, whose extraordinary strength was a result of his Nazarite status. Despite his flaws, Samson exemplified the power and potential of those committed to God's calling. Another prominent Nazarite was Samuel, a prophet and judge in ancient Israel. Samuel's mother, Hannah, dedicated him to God's service as a Nazarite from birth. His life serves as a testament to the impact that individuals fully devoted to God can have on the world. Famous Nazarites and their stories: Samson, Samuel, and John the Baptist. Samson, known for his physical strength, was a Nazarite who played a crucial role in the deliverance of the Israelites from the Philistines. His story, found in the book of Judges, showcases both the consequences of disregarding the Nazarite vow and the power that comes from honoring it. Samuel, on the other hand, grew up in the presence of the Lord under the guidance of Eli the priest. As a Nazarite, Samuel faithfully served God as a prophet, judge, and anointer of kings. His commitment to God's calling led to significant changes in Israel's history. Finally, we have John the Baptist, a Nazarite who prepared the way for Jesus Christ. John's ascetic lifestyle, marked by simplicity and self-discipline, exemplified the devotion and commitment required of a Nazarite. His proclamation of Jesus as the Messiah fulfilled the prophecies and marked a pivotal moment in biblical history. The significance of the Nazarite vow in biblical times. The Nazarite vow held immense significance in biblical times. It represented a distinct level of consecration and separation from worldly distractions. By undertaking the vow, individuals demonstrated their commitment to God's calling and their willingness to set themselves apart for His service. The vow also acted as a reminder of the importance of holiness and obedience to God's commandments. It served as a visual representation of one's dedication and devotion to God, setting Nazarites apart as living testimonies of faith. Nazarites in Bible quotes, exploring relevant verses. Numerous Bible verses mention or allude to Nazarites and their commitment to God. One such verse is Numbers 6:2, which states, "Speak to the Israelites and say to them, if a man or woman wants to make a special vow, a vow of dedication to the Lord as a Nazarite." This verse highlights the voluntary nature of the Nazarite vow and emphasizes the personal choice to dedicate oneself to God. In Judges 13 verse 5, an angel appears to Samson's mother and says, "You will become pregnant and have a son whose head is never to be touched by a razor because the boy is to be a Nazarite, dedicated to God from the womb." This verse showcases the divine origin of Samson's Nazarite status, highlighting the predetermined purpose and calling of a Nazarite. The difference between Nazarite and Nazarite vow. While the terms Nazarite and Nazarite are often used interchangeably, some scholars believe that there may be a subtle distinction. The term Nazarite is primarily used in the Old Testament, while Nazarite is found in rabbinic literature. However, both terms refer to individuals who have taken the sacred vow of consecration to God. The relevance of the Nazarite vow in modern times. Although the Nazarite vow was primarily observed in biblical times, its principles and lessons still hold relevance for modern believers. The vow serves as a reminder of the importance of consecration, separation from worldly distractions, and wholehearted commitment to God's calling. While individuals may not undertake the literal Nazarite vow today, they can draw inspiration from the dedication and devotion displayed by Nazarites in the Bible. The principles of self-discipline, obedience, and unwavering faith can guide believers in their pursuit of a deeper relationship with God and a life committed to His service. Lessons we can learn from the commitment of Nazarites to God's calling. The commitment of Nazarites to God's calling offers valuable lessons for believers today. It teaches us the importance of staying true to our convictions, even in the face of challenges and temptations. The stories of Samson, Samuel, and John the Baptist remind us that God can use flawed individuals who fully surrender themselves to His purposes. The Nazarites' dedication also highlights the significance of obedience and the rewards that come from faithfully following God's commands. It encourages us to examine our own lives and identify areas where we can deepen our commitment to God's calling, aligning our desires and actions with His will. Conclusion: the enduring impact of Nazarites in the Bible. Nazarites in the Bible, such as Samson, Samuel, and John the Baptist, left an indelible mark on biblical history. Their commitment to God's calling, symbolized by the Nazarite vow, serves as a powerful reminder of the transformative power of wholehearted devotion. Though the Nazarite vow may not be observed in the same manner today, believers can draw inspiration from the stories and principles embodied by these individuals. By striving for consecration, obedience, and unwavering faith, we too can make a lasting impact on the world around us, fulfilling God's purposes in our lives. Reflecting on the commitment of Nazarites in the Bible can inspire us to deepen our own commitment to God's calling. Take a moment to examine your life and identify areas where you can align your desires and actions with God's will. Seek to live a life of consecration, obedience, and unwavering faith, and watch as God works through you to make a lasting impact.